Business debt levels remain above the critical level at the moment, but it's unlikely that they'll improve anytime soon because GDP numbers aren't being revised upwards.
Businesses playing within their means, battening down their hatches, really, low interest rates, meaning there's no real incentive to keep money in the bank, and so they're paying their debts on time. And so you've got this interplay. So precisely the reasons why we're not seeing strong economic growth are the reasons why businesses are actually faring well in the economic climate.
The economic climate, analysts will tell you, is created to a greater or lesser extent by the government leaders and their departments, and it appears that it's not happening.
The business sector does not have sufficient confidence in the longer-term outlook of the economy to invest in a large way, and so are stashing a lot of cash in their balance sheets to ensure that they survive in a low-growth environment.
3 key sectors were isolated or identified in this BDI report: agriculture, finance and trade.
The best performing sector was agriculture, and I think for obvious reasons, if we look at the current expectation for bumper crops across the globe and across all the major commodity sectors, as well as the changes you've recently seen within commodity prices. The industries that did or had this biggest decrease in terms of the BDI was the trade sector, and that follows the spate of strikes that we had last year. So it's a lagged effect that you're seeing there. And I think finance have now moved beyond the unsecured lending crisis we saw towards the end of last year. They have stabilized, closed on that kind of lending.
In terms of the bigger picture, according to several analysts, the country's government appears to be alienating the business sector.
Business is seeing itself almost as the government's enemy, and under such circumstances does not want to get more engaged than it has to keep its businesses just going.
There appears to be a disconnect between business and government and what the messages are that government is sending to business. And this has resulted in businesses keeping their debt levels down because they've got nowhere else to go because of a lack of confidence. I'm Angelo Coppola for CCTV in Sandton, Johannesburg.